Welcome to Panels and Borders. I'm Dominic, and this is another episode of Road to Dune. So I've got two pieces of Dune news I want to talk about. One isn't directly tied into the film, but the second one is. So I'll start with the one that's not directly tied into the film first. So this article is by MMO News. Funcom looks ahead in Q4 financials, still encourages Tencent buyout. Funcom released its financials for Q4 2019, and while the quarterly and yearly numbers weren't spectacular, the developer has plenty of hope for the coming year, especially if the Tencent buyout goes as planned. That's the lead highlight in the financial report, which reminds investors that Tencent is offering a very generous 27.3% over what it paid to acquire 29% of the company in September. That offer runs until March 16th. Why is Tencent so interested in Funcom? Probably because its future looks pretty bright. There's an expansion coming for Conan Exiles in the second half of 2020, along with Moons of Madness on consoles and Conan Chop Chop in the first half of the year. Further down the line is the Dune multiplayer open world game. Note how they specifically refrain from calling it an RPG, which has no set date but does have a budget in the 30 to 50 million range. After Dune, there's a multiplayer co-op shooter set in the world of the Mutant Chronicles. So this is, if you're into online multiplayer games and you're a Dune fan, in conjunction with that, this is really exciting news. Now, me, myself, I'm not a huge gamer, and I've never played any of the multi-online games. Never done that before. But this is something that would definitely make me want to dip into that world, and I might give this a try, just because I love Dune so much. And now I'm wondering, is it just the planet of Arrakis you can explore as like a Fremen or a member of House Atreides or Harkonnen or something like that? Or would you be able to book passage on a Highliner and then go to Caladan, Getty Prime, places like that? So I'm curious of how big is this universe? And because Dune is a huge universe, I wonder, would they include things from the books, other books and stuff like that, like No Ships and the Talaxu and all that kind of thing. So interesting, really interesting stuff. So now here's the second piece of new Dune news that I'm going to talk about. Now this is more directly tied into the film. So Secrets of Dune tweeted this today. Now, if you don't know who Secrets of Dune is, I follow his account on Twitter, and I'm also subscribed to his channel. He does Dune videos too, and he has a very good channel. Also, I know some of the people who watch my videos watch his channel, so some of you already know who this is. So he said today, The Art and Making of Dune by Tanya Lapointe is available to pre-order. So I replied, this is a must-buy. And he answered me, absolutely, no matter the cost. So The Art and Making of Dune hardcover will be released December 18th, 2020. And it's going to be available. It's available already for pre-order on Amazon in the United States, UK, and here in Canada. So here's a description of the product. Immerse yourself in the world of Denis Villeneuve's Dune and discover the incredible creative journey that brought Frank Herbert's iconic novel to the big screen. Frank Herbert's science fiction classic Dune will be seen like never before in the breathtaking film adaptation from acclaimed director Denis Villeneuve. Now fans can be part of the creative journey of bringing Herbert's seminal work to life with The Art and Making of Dune, the only official companion to the hugely anticipated movie event. This comprehensive and detailed exploration of the filmmaking process, from inception to production and post-production, documents the story of capturing Villeneuve's vision for Dune, from its stunning environmental and creature designs to intricate costume concepts and landmark digital effects. The Art and Making of Dune will also feature interviews with key cast and crew, including extensive insight from Villeneuve. The book will be illustrated with a wealth of concept art, storyboards, set photography, and other key visuals, showcasing the intensive design process behind the creation of this bold new vision. Showcasing Villeneuve's visionary approach to realizing Herbert's science fiction classic. The Art and Making of Dune is an essential companion to the director's latest masterpiece. exclusive concept art lets you experience Dune in a whole new way. Interviews with filmmakers gives you a one-of-a-kind comprehensive look at the making of the movie. A deluxe format makes this book a must-have collector's item. Product details: hardcover 156 pages, publisher Insight Editions. It's going to be released December 18th, 2020. So I'm a big fan of these types of books, like art books. I have a bunch of art books in my collection. Not a bunch, but quite a few, I guess. Probably about like half a shelf's worth. So here are some of the books I have. This is my book collection of some of the art books that I have. I've got, as you can see, Transformers Legacy. That's all the Transformers box art from the 80s and beyond. That's a really good book. And then I got the Art of He-Man and Masters of the Universe. That's also a lot of the box art from the 1980s. And then I've got sci-fi art. I've got a really nice book, The Art of Brahm. That's a really good book. And another book I have that I got a long time ago from the Sci-Fi Book Club, the Book of Sea Monsters. Another really good book. And some of these books I bought new, and some of them I picked up in used bookstores and stuff. And I love these kind of books. So I'm really excited about this. Now, they've done books like this before they usually do a book like this for every big Hollywood movie that comes out, especially if it's a fantasy film or anything like that. They've done it for Lord of the Rings, did it for the Batman movies and stuff like that. But I never really bought any. I'll be honest, I never bought any of those books. But this book, I really do want to get, because I'm really into this film and really excited to see it. I haven't been this excited to see a movie in a really long time. The last movie I was excited to see was Avengers Endgame. Well, not Avengers Endgame, but Avengers Infinity War. That whole build up to that. But that movie, I wasn't excited to the level I am about Dune. The last movie, I'll be honest, the last movie that I was excited to this level to see was probably Star Wars Episode 1. I was really looking forward to that film, and every little bit of news I remember that came out about this movie, I read it. I used to buy a magazine back in the 90s called Cinescape. They used to do a lot of movie news, and I remember buying issues that came out in like 96 and earlier that were talking about this film, and there was a lot of casting rumors going around back then of who would play Obi-Wan Kenobi and stuff like that. And the other thing I did, I bought a lot of stuff that tied into the movie. Like I bought some of the games, bought comics, and so here's a picture of my bedroom. Now this picture was taken in December of 2000, and so you can see at the point was still really into this movie. In Episode 1, I've got the posters on the wall, I've got action figures on top of the TV, and you could really do it back then because it's an old tube TV, so you could put stuff on top of it, and then on top of the speaker there, that the Trade Federation droid on that flying, I don't know what that vehicle, can't remember what that vehicle was called. That was actually a Walmart, I think a Walmart exclusive that came out, a toy that came out months before the film, and it was like a preview toy. And I remember being really excited and buying that, like just wondering what's this movie going to be like. And I even I remember they showed the trailer on Entertainment Tonight, the Canadian version up here in Canada, Entertainment Tonight Canada, the trailer for Episode 1. I remember taping that on VHS. This is before internet was huge. I didn't have internet back then. And I remember just watching that trailer like over and over and over and over and over. Just watch it, rewind it, watch it, rewind it. And so I was like really excited about this movie. And another movie, probably not quite as excited, but was still really into, was probably Prometheus. That one had me really excited too. But then that turned out to really disappoint me. But Episode 1, when I first saw Episode 1, I loved it. And it wasn't until like repeat viewings that the cracks in the movie started to show. And then I kind of went through this weird cycle where I ended up not liking the film and then going back to liking it again. Now I do like the film, but I'm not ignorant to the problems with the film, if that makes sense. So Dune is a movie that I'm really looking forward to, like I looked forward to Episode 1. So I'm really excited about all this tie-in merchandise, because I haven't been excited about a movie like that. And so I don't know, that's just kind of really like anchors that movie more in your mind or something when you look back on it. Like when you go back to look back on this time period when Dune came out, like 20 or 30 years from now, it'll be interesting. So this is a book I'm going to have for sure. I'm going to get this, pre-order this book. And the other thing too is I'm looking forward to them doing like a brand new like RPG of Dune. I'm not talking video game, but I'm talking like a D&D, like pen and paper rolling dice type game. Hopefully they do that. If they do that, I want to get that as well. Also, if they do a new film, I'm hoping we get some action figures, because I'd like to pick up some of those as well. So that's pretty much everything I've got to say in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I will see you at the next one. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification when new videos are uploaded.